Imagine a world plunged into chaos, cities falling, nations at war, the sun going dark. Sounds like the plot of a movie? Think again. These are the terrifying prophecies found in the book of Revelation, and today, we're going to dive deep into the top 10 most chilling ones. Grab a seat, because this ride into the end times won't be easy. The book of Revelation, often described as mysterious, cryptic, and downright terrifying, offers prophecies that have intrigued and frightened people for centuries. But why are these prophecies so alarming? What do they mean? And could they be happening around us, even now? From visions of beasts rising from the sea to a world under siege, let's explore these prophecies one by one. Number 10. Our journey begins with a chilling vision, a beast rising from the sea. This isn't just any creature. It's described as having 7 heads and 10 horns, each symbolizing power and authority. The imagery is as striking as it is terrifying, evoking a sense of dread. What does this beast represent? Many interpretations suggest that these 7 heads could symbolize a coalition of nations, each representing a different aspect of human governance, united under a single, corrupt power. Picture this beast not merely as a figment of imagination, but as a manifestation of the darkest tendencies within humanity: greed, tyranny, and a lust for control. In Revelation, this creature emerges from the chaotic waters, suggesting a world in turmoil. It is in this chaos that power often arises, drawing on fear and desperation. But what if this beast isn't just a metaphor? Could it represent something very real, like a coalition of powerful nations in our own time? As we witness globalization bringing countries together, there are growing concerns about the emergence of a one-world government, an unstoppable force that could dominate every aspect of our lives. Imagine a system where borders dissolve, and power consolidates into the hands of a few, governed by policies that serve their interests rather than those of the people. This brings us to the critical question: are we unwittingly paving the way for this beast? As political tensions rise and the influence of global corporations expands, we must remain vigilant. The prophetic imagery of the beast rising from the sea serves as a dire warning, a reminder that the thirst for power can lead us down a dark path, where freedom is sacrificed at the altar of control. Whether this prophecy points to future events or reflects the cycles of history, one thing is clear: we are all part of this unfolding story. The beast from the sea may be closer than we think. Then comes the second beast. This one rises from the earth, and its emergence is just as terrifying as the first. Unlike the first beast that arose from the chaotic seas, this creature represents a different kind of power, one that seduces rather than dominates. It speaks blasphemies against God, using cunning rhetoric and persuasive speech to draw people away from truth and into deception. This beast wields the ability to twist words, to spin narratives that blur the line between good and evil. It persuades the masses to worship the first beast, creating a false sense of security and unity under a banner of deceit. The allure of power and comfort is intoxicating, drawing many into its snare, leading them to abandon their beliefs for a facade of hope. But could this beast represent a charismatic leader? Someone who gains blind devotion from millions? Throughout history, we've seen figures rise to power, dictators and demagogues who harness the fervor of the masses. They promise salvation, prosperity, and change, often at a great cost. And perhaps we're even seeing it now. Today, we live in an age where influence is often wielded through screens, where charismatic leaders can emerge overnight. The rise of social media has created platforms for voices to reach millions, but with it comes the potential for manipulation and misinformation. Are we, too, susceptible to the charms of a modern-day beast? As we navigate our complex world, it's vital to question who we follow and why. The second beast's power lies not in brute force, but in the art of persuasion, the ability to craft narratives that resonate with the deepest fears and desires of humanity. In this time of uncertainty, we must remain vigilant, discerning truth from falsehood, lest we find ourselves unwittingly worshiping the very beast that seeks to control us. Can we recognize the signs? Are we prepared to confront the deceptive allure of the beast from the earth? The choice is ours to make. This prophecy has haunted generations, the mark of the beast. It is a symbol that strikes fear into the hearts of believers and non-believers alike. According to the book of Revelation, anyone who does not bear this mark will be unable to buy or sell, effectively cutting them off from society and sealing their fate. This mark is not merely a physical insignia. It represents allegiance to a power that opposes God and seeks to dominate the world. Imagine living in a world where your ability to purchase food, access healthcare, or even secure a job is contingent upon your acceptance of this mark. The implications are staggering. The mark of the beast is not just a relic of ancient prophecy. It poses a stark warning about the potential for totalitarian control in our future. With the rise of technology, digital IDs, and microchips, people are beginning to wonder, could we be heading towards a world where our freedom depends on a mark? Or worse, is it already here? As governments and corporations push for greater efficiency and tracking capabilities, the line between convenience and control becomes increasingly blurred. Consider the rapid integration of digital identities into our daily lives. In some countries, citizens are already required to use biometric data for identification purposes. What was once a concept relegated to the realm of science fiction is now a tangible reality. The idea of a mark that signifies compliance is no longer far-fetched. It's evolving right before our eyes. Is it possible that the mark of the beast is manifesting in the form of these modern technologies? The pressure to conform, to comply with emerging systems of control, could lead many to willingly accept a mark that not only identifies them, but also limits their freedoms. In a world where convenience often trumps caution, we must ask ourselves, at what cost do we embrace this new age of connectivity? The warning of Revelation is clear. The mark symbolizes a choice between allegiance to an oppressive system or faith in something greater. As we stand on the precipice of this new reality, it's crucial to remain vigilant, to question what is presented to us, and to understand the true cost of our compliance. The 7 trumpets, each one signaling a horrific disaster that shakes the very foundations of the earth. The first trumpet brings forth fire, flames raging across the land, consuming 1/3 of the earth's vegetation and wildlife. A devastating loss, a harbinger of what is yet to come. But this is just the beginning. The second trumpet unleashes a cataclysmic event. A massive meteor crashes into the sea, transforming its waters into blood. Fish die, and the ocean's bounty is lost, leaving behind a stench of decay and despair. Sound far-fetched? We've seen meteors narrowly miss Earth, And with each close call, the question lingers. Could one of these near misses be the second trumpet? Or worse? Are we closer than we think to facing a catastrophe of unimaginable scale? The natural world is becoming increasingly volatile. And as we delve deeper into the prophecies, we must consider, what if these events are not just stories, but warnings? The imagery of the seven trumpets resonates through time, echoing the fears of civilizations long gone. What if these prophecies are not merely symbols, but actual future events waiting to unfold? Each trumpet sounds a clarion call, urging us to heed the signs of the times. As we witness the increasing frequency of natural disasters, wildfires, hurricanes, and floods, can we ignore the warnings embedded within these ancient texts? The Book of Revelation urges us to look beyond the surface, to recognize the interconnectedness of our actions and the world around us. With each disaster that strikes, the trumpet sounds louder, heralding a message we cannot afford to overlook. Yet amid the chaos, there lies a choice to prepare, to awaken our consciousness to the realities of our world, and to seek a path of redemption before the final trumpet is sounded. The prophecies of Revelation remind us that while we may face great trials, we also possess the power to change our course. Leave a comment below if you'd like to dive deeper with us into the mysteries of Revelation, exploring the meaning behind each trumpet and what it could signify for our world today. The journey is just beginning. Nadi. 7 bowls of wrath. Each one brings devastation unlike anything we can imagine. As the first bowl is poured out, the sea transforms into blood, a grotesque reflection of suffering. Fish die, and entire ecosystems collapse under this unholy curse. With the second bowl, rivers dry up, depriving millions of fresh water and decimating agriculture. The lifeblood of our planet is snatched away, leaving a barren wasteland in its wake. Scientists already warn of climate disasters, extreme heat, and supervolcanoes. Could these bowls represent real environmental catastrophes? As we confront these alarming realities, the imagery from Revelation begins to resonate with our present-day struggles. The third bowl casts a shadow over the land, plunging it into darkness. It's as if the very light of day has been snuffed out. This pervasive darkness evokes fear, confusion, and despair. What could this mean for humanity, trapped in a world devoid of hope? Then comes the scorching heat of the fourth bowl, causing the sun to burn hotter than ever before. People suffer under its relentless rays, leading to widespread illness and chaos. As the earth groans, we must ask ourselves, what have we done to deserve such wrath? And finally, the seventh bowl unleashes a massive earthquake, one that shakes the very foundations of our cities. Buildings crumble, cities fall, and chaos reigns supreme. The prophecies paint a grim picture, but are they merely symbols, or are they reflections of our reality? The 7 bowls of wrath urge us to confront our negligence towards the environment. With each bowl poured out, we are reminded of the consequences of our actions. The warnings grow louder, and the time for action is now ! Do you agree? Drop your answer in the comments. The Great Tribulation, a period of intense suffering, worse than anything humanity has ever seen. The earth trembles under the weight of famines, wars, and diseases, each one claiming lives and shattering hopes. Does this sound familiar? As we witness the chaos in our world today, conflicts tearing nations apart, a pandemic sweeping across the globe, many wonder, are we already living through a shadow of the Great Tribulation? Is this merely a reflection of ancient prophecy, or are we on the brink of a reality foretold centuries ago? The signs are everywhere, echoing through time. Consider the impact of war. Innocent lives lost, families torn apart. The toll of disease, overwhelming healthcare systems, and instilling fear in the hearts of many. The Great Tribulation signifies a culmination of all these horrors, escalating to a point where humanity finds itself in turmoil. Throughout history, humanity has faced tribulation, moments that test our resilience and spirit. Yet, the Great Tribulation foretold in the Book of Revelation hints at an unprecedented level of suffering. With every generation, we inch closer to this prophecy, raising the question, are we prepared for what lies ahead? In these desperate times, people often turn to faith, seeking solace and understanding. The Great Tribulation serves as a reminder of our need for compassion, unity, and strength. It urges us to reach out, support one another, and foster hope amidst chaos. However, within the darkness, a flicker of light remains. The strength of the human spirit can prevail against adversity. As we navigate through tumultuous times, we must remember, hope is not lost. The Great Tribulation may be inevitable, but it does not have to define us. Instead, let it be a catalyst for change, urging us to build a better world together. Join us as we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Book of Revelation. Together, we will explore what lies beyond the Great Tribulation and uncover the promise of renewal and redemption waiting on the other side. Our journey continues. Revelation speaks of an epic battle, Armageddon, a final showdown between good and evil on a battlefield that ends the world as we know it. This is not merely a story from ancient texts, but a vivid depiction of humanity's ultimate struggle. The fate of nations, the destiny of souls, all hang in the balance as the forces of light and darkness collide. In this prophecy, we envision not just a physical confrontation, but a spiritual one, a culmination of ages of conflict, where every choice, every action leads to this climactic moment. What compels nations to rally their armies? What drives humanity to fight for survival? With rising tensions between superpowers, some ask, could modern warfare be the precursor to Armageddon? Are we witnessing the buildup to a confrontation that mirrors the biblical prophecy, where lines between good and evil blur? The echoes of history remind us of past battles, each one a precursor to what we see today. The specter of war looms large, fueled by ideologies, greed, and the hunger for power. As nations prepare for conflict, the question remains, are we on the path to a world-ending battle? Armageddon is more than just a battle. It's a call to introspection. It compels us to ask ourselves about the choices we make and the consequences they hold. The battlefield of Armageddon is not just a place. It's a reflection of our inner struggles, the war within us between light and darkness, hope and despair. Yet, amidst the chaos, there lies hope. It's in the unity of humanity, where love and compassion have the power to overcome hatred and division. While the Book of Revelation paints a dire picture of the future, it also challenges us to forge a different path, one where peace reigns and understanding prevails. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of Armageddon, we must consider, what role do we play in shaping the future? Will we be bystanders, or will we rise to the challenge of creating a world that stands against the darkness? The battle may be inevitable, but the outcome is ours to influence. Our journey continues. Babylon, the great city, symbol of wealth, power, and corruption. According to Revelation, this city will be completely destroyed. The vivid imagery of fire and devastation paints a picture of retribution against the excesses and sins of a society that has turned its back on divine principles. Babylon, once a pinnacle of civilization, represents not just a geographical location, but a metaphor for moral decay. Its destruction serves as a stark warning of the consequences of greed and oppression. But what does this mean for us today? Could the fall of Babylon reflect the imminent demise of our own cities, our own cultures? Is Babylon a real city, or does it symbolize something deeper, like the fall of a powerful, modern nation? Many analysts suggest that Babylon's ruin represents the inevitable collapse of systems built on corruption and exploitation. Look around us. Can we deny the signs? Everywhere we look, the foundations of our own societies seem to tremble. We witness the rise of inequality, the decay of trust in institutions, and the disintegration of community values. Just as Babylon fell due to its hubris, are we headed down a similar path? This prophetic vision urges us to reflect on our choices. It prompts us to question what we hold dear. Are we, too, becoming a modern-day Babylon, prioritizing wealth and power over compassion and integrity? The flames consuming Babylon symbolize the burning away of everything that stands in the way of true justice and morality. The destruction of Babylon serves as both a warning and a call to action. As we explore this prophecy, let it inspire us to create a future that transcends the pitfalls of our past. The choice is ours. Will we learn from Babylon's downfall or repeat history? Stay with us as we uncover more prophecies that shape our understanding of the world and our place in it. Welcome to the Great White Throne Judgment, a moment of ultimate significance where all souls will be judged. Here, every life is scrutinized, every action weighed. The righteous will be rewarded, enveloped in light and peace, while the unrighteous face a fate marked by darkness and separation. The stakes are unimaginable, as this moment shapes eternity. This judgment isn't just a distant prophecy. It echoes the longing within us for justice in a world riddled with inequity. For many, it represents the fulfillment of a promise, where every tear will be wiped away and every wrong made right. Can we truly imagine a moment where justice prevails, where truth is unveiled? With so much injustice in our lives, could this final judgment serve as the ultimate justice we're all waiting for? A day when the scales tip in favor of truth, where even the smallest acts of kindness are recognized and rewarded. It's a haunting thought, yet a glimmer of hope in the chaos of our existence. The book of life lies open before the throne. Each name inscribed within it signifies a soul that has sought redemption, a testament to the struggle between good and evil. This moment compels us to ask ourselves, what legacy do we wish to leave behind? Will our names be included among the righteous, or will they fade into oblivion? The stories of our lives unfold here, a mosaic of choices and consequences. Every act of kindness, every decision made in integrity, shines like a star in the darkness. Conversely, those choices steeped in malice and greed cast long shadows over our existence. This judgment compels us to consider the weight of our actions, urging us to strive for a life that honors truth and compassion. Imagine standing before this throne, feeling the gravity of your life's choices pressing upon you. What emotions would surge within you? Would you feel peace for having lived with intention? Or would regret consume you for paths not taken? The Great White Throne is a mirror reflecting our truest selves, urging us to confront the realities of our existence. In this moment, we also glimpse the profound grace extended through forgiveness. Redemption is offered, illuminating the path for the lost and weary. It reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there is hope for restoration, a chance to rewrite our stories. As we reflect on the significance of the final judgment, let it serve as a beacon of hope and accountability. Each day is an opportunity to live authentically, to extend kindness, and to pursue justice. The question remains, are we ready to meet our Creator with lives well lived? And finally, we arrive at a prophecy of hope. After all the chaos and destruction, a new heaven and a new earth emerge from the ashes of the old. Picture a world devoid of pain, suffering, or death. a paradise restored, where joy and peace reign supreme. Here the scars of the past are healed, and humanity is invited to embrace a life of harmony. In this promised land, the very essence of existence transforms. Imagine no more tears of sorrow, no more strife or conflict. The sounds of laughter replace cries of despair, and a sense of belonging fills every heart. This is the divine restoration, a vision that ignites our deepest yearnings. But to reach this new world, humanity must first endure all the prophecies that precede it. The trials, tribulations, and challenges serve as a crucible, shaping our character and faith. Each prophecy acts as a warning and a guide, urging us to prepare for the transformation ahead. Amid the tumult of the trials, there lies an opportunity for growth and unity. We witness the resilience of the human spirit, the capacity for love, and the drive to forge a better future. Ultimately, the promise of a new heaven and a new earth is a testament to hope and divine love. It assures us that beyond the struggles, a glorious future awaits, one where God dwells among us, wiping away every tear. A reality where creation itself sings in harmony, echoing the Creator's intentions. As we reflect on this prophecy, let it inspire us to persevere through the darkness. Let it remind us of the beauty that can emerge from pain and suffering. In the face of adversity, we are called to hold on to hope, to cultivate love, and to strive for a world that echoes the promise of what is to come. These prophecies may seem terrifying, but they serve as a powerful reminder, a wake-up call for us all. Whether you subscribe to these beliefs or view them as allegorical, they highlight the fragility of our world and the urgency of our actions. Are these warnings merely myths, or are they unfolding right before our eyes? The choice is ours to heed their message or turn away. The Book of Revelation, while shrouded in mystery, has inspired countless works of art, literature, and thought. Regardless of our beliefs about these prophecies, engaging with them invites us to explore deeper truths about ourselves and our place in the universe. The future lies ahead, like a blank canvas, and together, we can paint a world filled with love, hope, and kindness. So, I ask you, how will you choose to write your story? Join us on this journey. Subscribe for more insights and explorations of faith and humanity.